Hi, I'm Anna, and for this year's scenario, I decided to research how to improve your memory naturally. And the tips I'm about to share with you are not geared towards a specific age range. As long as you're considered a healthy individual, you should find effectiveness and reap the benefits of these tips. And I decided to choose this topic because as a student, memory plays a large role in both my academic life and academic success, and as well as motivation and productivity out of school. And I thought it would be useful for my intended audience. Throughout this year's research, actually, I've been able to find that people of all ages often experience and notice a gradual decline in memory quality or attention span and put blame towards their recent sleep schedule, their stress, or their lack of care towards their health. Technology, in particular the instant gratification aspect of it, only exacerbates the issue of poor memory and attention span, and this is negatively reflected on both nationwide academic performance and controlled memorization assessments. The conclusions I've been able to come to throughout my research is that both food and physical practices have been proven pivotal to brain health. And the three things I look for when finding good habits to replace the bad habits that people often develop over time is, does it reduce inflammation, whether it's whole body or specifically brain inflammation? Does it restore weakened regions within the brain, which can be weakened through technology use, through poor sleep schedule? And does it improve your overall alertness and awareness? Do you feel awake? And aside from having better grades or better recall, there are a bunch of holistic benefits to having an adequate memory, such as higher interest in completing productive tasks, an improved self-confidence or self-esteem, worthy academic performance, and overall increase in motivation. And really, with a desire to better your memorization skills, any healthy individual can reap these benefits naturally. Without further ado, here's some natural ways to improve your memory. And there are some physical practices that you can partake in, such as meditation, which has been linked to less stress, physical pain, and less blood pressure. And it also increases gray matter in your body, which declines with age and can cause poor memory. Similarly, practicing mindfulness, which is essentially a living in the moment type of philosophy, can really put you in your place and realize where you are, and that can thereafter increase your alertness. And you may have thought this was a myth, but actually mobile brain games have been shown to increase mental sharpness and mental awareness. A study of over 4,000 was able to confirm this. Another physical thing that is very pivotal to your memory is exercise and overall physical activity. And really without surprise, exercise enhances memory of all ages. Studies exhibited that even 15 minutes of moderate exercise drastically improve all cognitive performance. Similarly, maintaining a healthy BMI can reduce inflammation and overall decrease brain fog that can be caused by excess weight. And another very important one that can even increase your memory in the short term is sleeping well. 7 to 9 hours at least is recommended by doctors to undergo the REM sleep cycle a minimum of 2 times per night. Onto some ways which food can help your memory, which is a very, very large role to increasing your memory, is reducing your sugar intake, and particularly refined sugars that you find in sweets, processed foods, and has been linked directly to cognitive decline, as well as short-term brain fog and crashing. Similarly, reducing your alcohol intake, it can put your mind in the wrong place in general, and a study of 155 was able to prove that college freshman students who had consumed a minimum of 6 drinks in a short duration always sacrifice performance on recall exams. Similarly to sugar, reducing your refined carb consumption can really help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the brain, which is linked to memory. Opting for anti-inflammatory foods can directly reduce bodily inflammation, including that of the brain. And it can also reduce stress, which stress is a large part that plays a role in people's motivations when trying to improve their memory and overall productivity. A surprising one to many is that cocoa's antioxidants and anti-inflammation properties are actually very beneficial to the brain health and thereafter for memory. And a study of 30 confirms that dark chocolate, which is 70% cocoa content or higher, and can enhance long-term memory throughout people of all ages. On to some ways that supplements can assist your memories. Next time you check the doctor, it's a good idea to check your vitamin D levels. And with modern day societies, many people are staying home more often, and vitamin D is often found in the sun and not in many foods. And a study of 318 middle-aged adults, for 5 years, confirms the cause and effect relationship between vitamin D levels in blood to cognitive performance, meaning that a low poor vitamin D levels, which actually many people suffer from, can be solved with a prescribed supplement, a varying dosage, which can also lead to decreased inflammation. Another way to get your vitamin D levels higher is to go outside, which can also reduce stress, provide a basis for exercise, and all of those things are linked to higher productivity and therefore memory. Another thing you could consider supplementing yourself is curcumin. I would recommend talking to your doctor about that. It's very antioxidant-rich, and the organic compounds that are found within it are not found in many other foods. Similarly, the omega-3 acids that are found in fish oil supplements are generally recommended, but then again, I would recommend talking to your doctor before starting any of these supplements. And because there are so many food aspects that really prove beneficial or detrimental to your memory, I decided to make a recipe book basing on these healthy foods. And many antioxidant-rich foods are, for this reason, recommended. And here's kind of the basis I use when making my recipe book. So antioxidant-rich foods such as dark leafy greens, watermelon, berries, potatoes, pecans, beans, and other foods that aren't necessarily antioxidant-rich, such as whole grains, almonds, eggs, flax, oranges, pumpkin seeds, and fish, are all very beneficial for your brain and other aspects of your health as well. I don't have time to show you on this PowerPoint, but here is a QR code to my Mathematician's Meals cookbook or recipe book. Okay, so here are my sources. And I thank you for watching, and don't forget to comment any questions you have. Thank you.